Hey, my name is Ivan, and welcome to Batman, the Telltale series. So, the reason why I wanted to replay Telltale Batman, because I have played this before by myself, not on the channel, is because I wanted to sort of delve into this version of Batman's story. I think this is a very, very underrated Batman story that is pretty well written and very interesting in some aspects. So I wanted to... My original plan was to make a video essay on this game, or these games, because there's 2 seasons, but I decided that I was going to make a playthrough before I do the video essay in order to, you know, like, talk about the game and talk about its story as I play. I think that's more interesting than just throwing out a video essay on YouTube, because no one's gonna watch it. But I just wanted to, you know, talk about this game while I play it. That's basically the plan for today. And I will be playing this game on Shadows Edition because it's more unique this way, and I really like the Shadows Edition art style. I prefer it more to the Classic Edition. I might make some controversial choices here and there, but I wanted to, you know, I want to personalize the experience. I don't want to just follow the good or canon choices. There are no canon choices. I don't want to follow the supposedly good choices, because I want to interpret Batman and Bruce Wayne by myself, and that's how I'm going to play this. And yeah, there are 5 episodes. I'm going to play them separately. I'm not going to play them all at once. And yeah, in any case, let's start. So, Bat Tech. Now, in my original playthrough, I chose purple because that's my favorite color. But for this one, I'm going to choose a... Which one is the most controversial? Now, blue makes sense, and I think most people are going to choose this one. Red looks really bad. I'm sorry. It fits the Shadows Edition thing, but I don't like red. I think it looks bad. I already chose purple. I think it makes sense for Batman, because purple is often used to represent shadows in video games. But for this playthrough, I'm going to go with yellow. God, I'm so excited for this. I've been really wanting to replay this game for such a long time. This game series adapts to the choices you make. The story is tailored by how you play.
What are you...
Oh yeah, these videos are not intended for children, by the way. If you are under 18, please, for your own sake, get out of here. This game does not hold back on the gore. It has some very intense gore. So, yeah. 10 seconds in and someone already gets his head blown off. Shadows
gonna show
is so
the whole goddamn place down.
It's monochrome, but it's not, and I love that. I love that there are certain highlighted things that are color. I think this Gotham is very interesting. It's like it's technologically advanced, but it still has that gothic feeling. And especially when you see just now the upside down monorail, I think that's really cool.
Wait for backup!
Don't need it.
Don't need it.
Take the stairs.
Let's go.
I heard stories, you know. Sent Three home in an ambulance. The rest in body bags.
No wonder the cops want him dead.
Hey, you ever seen him?
Yeah, Gotham Zoo. With all the other flying animals.
that's such a great way to establish Batman. I think, like, that line about him putting 3 in an ambulance and the rest in body bags is, I think it's exaggeration, or because Batman here definitely has a no killing rule, but I think it's either exaggeration or, I don't know, maybe Batman did accidentally kill some ducks. I mean, in this game series, Batman uses his batarangs so sloppily, like he sometimes even stabs people in the eye with them, and I think that's gotta at least accidentally kill someone. So I don't know. It's up to your interpretation, which is what I like about this version of Batman, because we're dropped into his adventure 2 years. I think this is a year 2 Batman, like right at the beginning of year 2, and everything is still new. Like most of the villains haven't appeared yet. Batman is still just a myth, and we'll see throughout this season some villains developed, and Jim Gordon is now still a lieutenant. So we're going to see these characters develop, and we'll see Batman truly become Batman. And as he refines his mission. I've been talking a lot because I already played this game before. That is such a sick introduction to Batman. And Bruce Wayne too.
Bruce, you can't keep doing this.
I have to.
No one else will. Every drop of blood, everything you've sacrificed. The city's safer now. It's made you a target. People will keep you in the crosshairs until you're shot out of the sky.
Criminals in the city. They need something to fear.
Shit! The hell'd he go? Whatever got in, don't let it get out.
Go.
Back to back, circle up! What the hell is this?
Up you go. Up you go. One more.
I know you're trying to create a myth, but be careful you don't turn into a monster.
Sometimes you need a monster.
Come on! Come on! Come on!
die.
Didn't your mother teach you to knock? Behind you, big boy. Heyday.
Stay where you are! You're under arrest!
No, I'm not.
If you're to be intimidating, you're succeeding. Criminals are becoming afraid of you, so are the police.
It's a scare tactic, Al. Just a performance.
Without a scratch.
So far. That doesn't belong to you.
I was wondering if we'd cross paths.
You broke the law. Here I am.
Cut the shit. The law. Don't tell me that's why you do all of this. Squeeze into a suit, tie on a cape. Most people dressed up like that end up in Arkham.
Gotham needs a hero. Someone to hunt down people like you.
So that makes me, what, a villain? Sounds fun. Gotta admit it, though. You give a good chase. One day you might actually catch me.
Tonight.
Don't you know not to corner a wild animal? It's dangerous.
And let's put you in a cage.
Bring it, Bat.
Let's go. Oh. Catch it. That was a punch.
You get this? Move us in, closer!
It's over.
I wouldn't be so sure.
Get that off of me.
Who are them now? Jesus! Got it!
Wait! Do not shoot!
Why go to all that trouble for this?
Shit!
A myth can't be killed. You, however, are flesh and blood.
God damn it! I said don't shoot!
No! Wait!
Guess I was wrong about you catching me. Not sure if it was for my sake or yours.
Don't struggle or you'll fall.
Oh, but that's what you crave. The struggle. I know men like you. Bye, Bat.
Ouch. And she stole my grappling hook. Damn it.
Step out of the shadows and be Bruce Wayne tonight.
Oh, that's a much harder fight.
Don't let tombstones be your family legacy.
Well then. Time to save the city.
That was a fire opening to this story. It introduces Batman, introduces Gotham City, Bruce Wayne, Alfred, Gordon, everyone in such a cool way. Even establishing like a new villain in Catwoman, that is awesome. It also teases Harvey Dent, you know? It does all of the things that a good introduction should have. And that is great. We get to see both Batman and Bruce Wayne, and both are masks, in my opinion, which I think I'll try to explore in this playthrough.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. A humble district attorney like myself is not used to such a ringing endorsement. Even one who cut Gotham's crime rate in half. For too long, this city has burned with corruption and greed under Mayor Hill's authority. But I promise you, a vote for Harvey Dent is a vote to finally put your foot down. And together, we can stamp out the fire and save our great city. If only Mr. Wayne, my campaign's largest backer, could have heard that applause, he would well, there he is. Fashionable and fashionably late as always. Say hi, Bruce.
Welcome to Wayne Manor, everyone. My apologies for the late arrival.
Oh, not to worry, Mr. Wayne. We've all made ourselves very comfortable. Thank you again, everyone, for your unwavering support. Together, we will change Gotham. Mr. Wayne, thank you for opening your house to us. Now, I know this is the biggest mansion in Gotham, but I don't think you got lost on your way here. Where were you? I know you prefer the brooding billionaire angle, so the sooner we make nice with the donors, the sooner everyone will leave you alone.
Just wanted to make an entrance.
Congratulations, you almost missed it. You are a pillar of this city and my campaign. I need you here, tuxedoed and shaking hands. No one came here tonight to see me. They want to see the Bruce Wayne, am I right?
And I can see him just fine from here.
This shouldn't be painful. It's not a kidney stone. It's only a little FaceTime with potential donors. Your face, specifically, with a mouth that's saying, support Harvey Dent. We're the grease, they're the wheels. And they're rolling in enough cash and votes to help make Gotham a place for families again. A little liquid courage before facing your adoring public. This'll help you too, Bruce. Once I've turned this city around as mayor, you'll be a hero for funding my campaign. Now all I need is a decent slogan. I'm terrible at those. It always makes me sound like a used car salesman.
All right. How about, a new face for Gotham?
Look at you. It's not half bad. I'm gonna use that. Bruce, I meant what I said. Together, you and me, we change Gotham. A city free from crime, where children can play in the streets again.
That's what I want too, Harvey, but you know how rough it is out there. We have to shake things up to make that happen.
Well, we can start with a few hands, Come on. Mr. Wayne, I'd like to introduce you to
Bob and Regina Zellerbach. Of course I know these two.
Hello, Bruce.
Regina here is the chairwoman of Wayne Enterprises, and her husband...
Voted for Mayor Hill last time. I'll admit it, Mr. Wayne. I don't know Mr. Dent from a pothole on Main Street, but I trust your family. If you believe in Dent, we believe in you. After all, whoever you support is a reflection on you.
And we trust someone like you to lead this city to greatness.
Well, thank you, but we're all here tonight because we want to make a difference, and that's what it's going to take. Every single one of us. Not just me, not just Mr. Dent. Everyone.
Right. Of course.
Old families like ours should flock together, you know, like birds.
You're preaching, dear.
No, it's true. The Waynes and Zellerbachs are reminders of the golden age of Gotham.
This city's luster faded years ago, Mr. Dent. Look at Gotham now. Murder in the streets, corruption in City Hall, that Cape Bat freak dealing out vigilante justice like it's the wild goddamn West.
Oh, Bobby, regarding Golden Age, seems you're getting cranky in yours. There's always hope.
Forgive me for being blunt, but one man can't save this city. And it's a dangerous mentality to think so. That's how you get creeps like this Batman.
Well, I have to say I side with your wife on this, Mr. Zellerbach. Even a spark of hope can light the darkness.
Oh, an idealist with a bank account. He'll be broke before Election Day.
And I know Bruce would gladly spend every penny he has to fix this city. I don't doubt that for a moment. And don't worry, though. I am not doing this alone. And with Bruce's help, we're replacing the dangerously unsecure Arkham Asylum with a state-of-the-art mental health facility to help Gotham's most at-risk individuals. It will be dedicated to Thomas and Martha Wayne, in the hopes that their fate will never be repeated.
After all your parents did for this city, to be killed in a botched robbery in some alleyway, it was terrible. Truly terrible.
A tragedy like that at such a young age must have been crippling.
If only that deranged man had gotten the right treatment, maybe... well, I don't like to think about maybes. And I'm sure you don't either.
It was a tragedy, truly. And I will fight from City Hall to make sure nothing like that ever happens again. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Not saying I doubted you, but that went better than expected.
It is a night of ringing endorsements.
Well, hello. Harvey Dent, Gotham's next mayor, and eager to know you.
Vikki Vale. Not interested. And reporter for the Gotham Gazette.
This is a private fundraiser, Miss Vale. No reporters allowed.
Well, you don't mind if I stay and ask a few questions, do you, Mr. Wayne?
Well, you can ask me whatever you want at the press conference tomorrow.
Actually, I'm here for Mr. Wayne.
Tonight is strictly off the record. We can talk, but nothing gets written down.
I'm okay with that. I was just hoping to see what makes Bruce Wayne tick. This is quite the social event, Mr. Wayne.
Oh, come on now. It's so formal. Call me Bruce.
Well, Bruce, you've been going around pleasing everyone tonight. But how are you doing? You should enjoy your own party before all the champagne runs out.
Everyone loves the host. You're king for a day.
Just a day? I would have guessed Bruce Wayne has that feeling year-round.
Yeah, well, I take nights and weekends off.
Mr. Wayne, you've got something on your collar. Is that blood? Yeah. It looks like...
Actually, it's lipstick.
Well, no wonder you were late. Say no more.
Do excuse me, Master Bruce, but another guest has arrived.
I'm sure they'll find the bar.
You may want to greet this one personally, sir.
Carmine Falcone?
Carmine Falcone.
Is the Dent campaign soliciting votes from Gotham's biggest crime family?
Falcone's never been convicted of anything
Falcone's
except being a businessman who loves this city.
He's been present in a lot of Batman
Excuse us,
media
Miss Vale.
lately. He was in the Batman, he was in this. And I think he's a pretty cool grounded villain for Batman.
And what kind of business do you think
If
he's
they
in?
don't kill him off
One that controls
every 2
enough
seconds,
votes to get me into City Hall.
which they did in the Batman.
This is the
Doing
necessary
this.
evil of politics, Bruce. It's in the service of a better Gotham. For all...
Did I say I was going to spoil this game? I did. I'm going to reiterate this. I already played this game before, and I'm assuming you clicked on this video either to see what the Shadows Edition looks like, either to hear my commentary, or you're probably not here to experience the story for the first time. Okay, so if you haven't played this already, just play it yourself. I shouldn't be the one to influence your interpretation of the story, because that's the beauty of Telltale games. You choose your own story. The game is tailored by how you play it.
All of us. Look, at least hear him out before you kick him out. Falcone requested to speak with you directly.
I don't like this, Harv, but I'm trusting you.
Thank you, Bruce. Seriously. You know I have to pull every string I can to get elected.
Yeah, well, just make sure this one doesn't hang.
You already get hints that Harvey
Word
is
of
not
warning, Bruce?
as pure as the opening makes him out to be.
Play
He's
nice.
definitely a little dirty. And it kind of hurts
You know,
because
I've been in
he's
the market
genuinely
for a
trying
new
to do
house.
better for the city.
Decent walk-up, sky-high ceilings,
And
plenty of room
Carmine
for
is
my
still
cars.
just an
I
asshole.
think I'll take it. Though the decor offends my eyes. Oh, man, all flash, no
He just
class.
comes in and says he'll buy my house.
family
Like, come on.
built this house. It's not for sale.
Everything's for sale, Mr. Wayne. And everyone. Just need to find the right currency. Carmine Falcone, thank you for welcoming me into your home. You're a respectable man, I hear.
Bruce Wayne.
I know who you are. The guy who's gonna sell me his house.
Gentlemen, perhaps we'll all be more comfortable in the parlor. Follow me, if you will.
I shook his hand because I think Bruce Wayne would definitely want to keep up the facade. But once they go
you
in
should
privately,
know,
I'm
Mr.
going to
Falcone,
start
my
laying
analysts
into
say
Carmine.
we're raising triple what Mayor Hill has... Hey, what's...
Private audience.
Come on, guys. Bruce?
You'll be fine out there, Harvey.
Harvey stays with us.
A man's home is his castle. I respect that. Seen and not heard.
Whatever you...
What did I say?
Alright, now I'm going to lay into him.
Mr. District Attorney here wants to make sure the rules are followed. But in my experience, there's the law, and there's doing what's right. You understand? And I'd rather see Harvey actually help this city instead of just saying he will.
Well, I would say you can uphold the law and still do what's right.
To a point. No one gets remembered for staying in the middle.
Yeah, that's basically a metaphor for how Batman
Falcone,
functions.
No more warnings. I ain't here to chinwag about politics, Mr. Wayne. Gives me indigestion. I got enough of that as is. So, let's talk relationship. Chalk this for me. Be a pal.
I'm gonna throw it back at him.
Whatever happened to being a gracious host? Okay, imagine, this is me. And these are all my friends in Gotham. The businesses, restaurants, clubs, docks, unions, politicians. I make them all move. And I want to keep everything moving if Harvey gets elected. That's why I came here tonight to your lovely home, hoping to make a new friend.
Good luck.
One who can help Mr. Dent see the light, if need be.
Look, I'm only talking to you because Harvey asked, trusting a friend to know what's best for Gotham.
Now that's a predicament. You listen to me, kid. I know somewhere inside that tuxedo you understand the situation. Money gets money.
The risks, the alliances, the hidden costs. Your father knew which hands to shake.
Not yours. Well, actually...
And which to break.
Don't you dare talk about my father.
You're getting worked up over nothing. Hell, I knew him longer than you did. People don't say no to me.
We'll see.
Not for long.
Master Bruce, your guests are leaving. I recommend seeing them out. You wouldn't want to be rude.
Heed your butler's advice, kid. Oh, and I'm no longer interested in buying the house. The owner's a prick. And he's gonna get what's coming to him.
Batman, the Telltale series. That was such a great opening. Genuinely.
It's me.
Episode 1. Realm of Shadows.
Not all of them. Let's see what she was really after.
Allegations that Dent may have actually been involved in the break-in. Talk about dirty politics. Does Hill's campaign really think these accusations hold any water with the voters? Or will it be perceived as a desperate attempt from a flailing campaign to take down one of Gotham's most promising young politicians?
And in other news, we are now on day 3 of the factory fire that will not end. Have given up trying to combat the blaze at the Otisburg Processing Center, owned by Ace Chemical. Still no word on what started the fire, but whatever's burning in there has resisted everything the fire department.
Nearly fell off a building for this?
And one mobster's murder caused quite a headache for commuters this morning. The body of Falcone family capo Louis Pistachio Garmone was found hanging off the side of the 4th Street Bridge sometime just before dawn, causing traffic to back up for miles as the cops cut him down. Random stabbings are the latest headache for the riders of
I like how they have an entire news segment. Like, it's basically optional. You can skip this. You can just go straight to analyzing the data drive. So this is completely unnecessary, but they did it anyways. And the information here is just kind of a reference to the opening and also just a little background information on how Gotham functions. That's really cool. That's really cool to have details like this.
Let's find out what was so important.
Encrypted.
Wayne Manor has 7 bedrooms, 2 kitchens, a library, a gymnasium, a basketball court, and a movie theater. And yet I always find you here, in a dark, damp cave, in front of a computer.
I'll leave as soon as I finish. People with regular jobs can do their work anywhere, but for me, this is my office.
I agree, it isn't normal work. Even worse, the best outcome is that no one ever finds out you've done it.
Yeah, well, good deeds usually go unnoticed.
Though not unappreciated. Did you find out what that, Catwoman tried to steal?
In the process.
What are we looking at?
Let me try a different angle.
Okay, so this is definitely a very technologically advanced Batman, but I think this is, I don't know, I keep flipping back and forth on this. Like, on one hand, I feel like this is too much for Batman, but on the other hand, this is really cool, and the way they integrate this holographic thing into the detective missions makes it all worth it. Because, yeah, it's a little different, it's very advanced for what Batman can do, but it also ties it back into his detective background, and like it doesn't forget why Batman would have this tech. It's not to hit people, it's to be a detective. And I think
this is a map
it's
of
okay.
Shoreline.
I still think it's a little too much, but
number of things.
I'll accept it.
Money, weapons, drugs.
Like, it doesn't bother me
port.
too much.
Maybe it's where Mayor Hill picks up his dry cleaning.
Can't make sense of it yet. There's still plenty of files to decrypt.
And in the meantime, I saved you what I could.
Thanks, Al.
Yeah, the same couldn't be said for the bar. I had to literally pry Mrs. Zeller back away. But you'll be pleased to hear everyone has left, including Mr. Falcone. Before the game switched from billiards to cutthroat, I'd recommend leaving the fistfights to your alter ego.
I don't want anything to do with Falcone.
Well, he certainly showed interest in you. That's what worries me. For the record, your father despised men like Falcone, thought they ruined Gotham's stellar reputation.
Did he?
Back when it still had one?
It can again, Bruce. Though people like this Catwoman aren't helping. Is she new to town?
Never seen her before. Hopefully, she's just a tourist. I'll check the codex.
Okay, so the codex. It's something that this game features. It's basically just a character profile for everything, and you see the Bruce Wayne's parents, Alfred, Harvey, Mayor Hill, Catwoman, and then Penguin, Gordon, Vikki, Carmine, and then the cities, the Wayne Enterprises, Arkham Asylum, and Gotham City itself. I'm not gonna read all of them. I think I might read all of them when the game's finished, just to cap it all off. But before that, I'm just going to do what the story says I have to do.
Found her.
Look at cat burglar. Crimes: burglary, petty larceny. New criminal on the scene, tied to several recent break-ins. He's effective and doesn't leave many clues behind. Currently, the GCPD has no leads. I wish I knew more about her. Okay, that's all.
Not much to find, apparently.
Few burglaries, break-ins. Seems to lay pretty low.
You could learn a thing or two from her. You can't step outside without it ending up in the news lately. As Bruce or Batman.
That's not the point. I want criminals to know I'm out there. Batman isn't hiding from anybody.
Yeah, that's right.
I was talking about Bruce. I don't mean to beat a dead argument, but...
No one's gonna figure it out now. Trust me.
Okay, I want to go
Miss
into
Vale noticed your
a quick
injuries.
little
So did Mr.
tangent
Dent.
here on
If they put it together with the incident at the mayor's
Batman
office,
and Bruce Wayne, which
it
one
would
is the
undo
mask
all the
thing?
long
No,
nights and
people
close
online
calls
always
we've
say that
endured to get
Batman is
You're in the
who Bruce
spotlight
Wayne
more
really
than ever.
is. and
You have to be careful.
Bruce Wayne is the mask.
I have a job.
No, I disagree. I feel like both Batman and Bruce Wayne, or the public Bruce Wayne, is definitely both are masks.
Oh yes,
Batman
drive that
is,
thing like a bat
and the real Bruce Wayne is the one that you're seeing here, the one that's talking to Alfred.
It's our gift.
That is the real Bruce Wayne. He's a caring guy. He's compassionate, but he puts on the Playboy Bruce Wayne mask for the public, and he puts on Batman's mask for night activities. And I think that's how I'm going to portray this Batman.
We were in grade school.
Indeed, you two were thick as thieves. Oswald, however, took that role more literally than you.
Dishonorable discharge, illegal boxing matches, arms dealing, prison stints?
That's a criminal grand slam, if I'm using the expression correctly.
Unfortunately, you are.
Oswald claimed he only wanted to catch up.
And also, this is an introduction to the new Penguin universe. A very unique take. He's basically a... I don't know.
Haven't the faintest idea.
This Penguin is just... He has all the attributes of Penguin.
Catwoman shows up around the same time
cocky,
Oswald comes
he's
back to town.
Cowardly at points.
Might not be a coincidence.
But his look is completely different. And his background is a little different too. He's a crime lord.
Well, he was always trouble
and I think,
up, but
I mean the original Penguin
fun kind of trouble.
Also a crime lord. This one is more...
Even though
he stays undercover. Like, not a lot of people know he has a criminal history.
But I know you can't abandon.
And also he was friends with Bruce Wayne.
I'll be careful.
But
when you see
that's one of the aspects of this story that doesn't get fleshed out too much, other than a few lines. Like there's not much. Even if they took out the Penguin and Bruce Wayne relationship, I don't think anything would have changed. But it's interesting, and I think sometimes that's enough. You can have elements that make the story interesting, and you aren't forced to make everything make sense, I think.
Where are you, Oz?
Okay, I'm ranting quite a bit. That's just what film students do. They rant about everything. I went the wrong way. I was supposed to look at that guy. I'm still thinking about how I play this game, because I don't want to click everything, because I know a lot of it's inconsequential even. But I mean, you guys watching probably want me to click everything, and I know if I miss something, people in the comments are gonna go, "Hey, you missed the marker," and I don't want that.
Thank you, sir.
It's so strange that Bruce Wayne just has change. Like I'd expect he have nothing but a credit card. Now I'm homeless. Okay.
Great. There's the statue, but no Oz.
Okay. So I'm not gonna look at the smoking man. I'm just going to look at everything else. And you'll see why in a minute.
That isn't what it used to be.
Watch wallet cash. What
this goes through you.
No, we'll see about that.
Hey, you heard him, man.
Go ahead. Try and take it.
The hell do you say? End him!
Gentlemen!
Oz.
Keep walking, all right? This don't concern you, twerp!
You see, that's where you're mistaken. My old mate and I have some catching up to do. And you're in the moment! Come here! Think that'll do? Stay down!
Ouch!
This used to be a nice place. No lives like you don't belong.
Nice. Wow, that was brutal.
This is my park! Mine! You hear that? Oh, hey Bruce. You've got a little, There. Good as new. Woo! That was a right little scrap, eh? Nothing kickstarts the system like a dash of adrenaline, eh?
Well, thanks for the backup.
I yanked you away from your bloody ivory tower, Bruce. Least I can do is make sure you don't get shanked.
Oh, that's very thoughtful of you.
Yeah, it's been what? 2 decades?
And you know what? I haven't been mugged once that entire time.
That wasn't why I brought you here, mate. Right now, I am trying to recognize the little Bruce I used to run around this place with.
Like I said, it kind of
Back
just
when it wasn't,
it's a background
like
thing
this.
where Penguin and Bruce Wayne used to be
park
friends.
Used to
It's
mean
more,
something.
Yeah, like I said,
A place
more
that
of
was
a
safe
background
for kids,
thing. It's not really.
for
It doesn't really
families.
tie into the
People
story
came from
too
all over
much.
to visit.
It's just that
Oh, Mum and
it
Dad, they
ties
put
into his
so much work in
motivation.
here. Glad they never saw it like this.
It's a shame what happened. It was beautiful
Like
once.
his motivation for
And now
doing this to
it's
Bruce Wayne,
a
like,
hellhole.
he's going to take
Last
revenge
thing
on
my
Bruce Wayne
parents
anyways.
ever built.
But if they kept this,
This
they
city
left out this childhood
chews
friendship
right through
thing. I don't think it'll change the story too much. It's just here because to make it
committed to
a little
Arkham.
bit more interesting, but it's
Dad
not really like it's not
ended
really
it yourself, he
explored
did.
in a meaningful way.
My
It's just
family's fortune.
a few talks with
Nothing left,
Oswald.
Bruce.
I know.
And
Alfred.
it doesn't really affect his decision anyways. He just goes after Bruce Wayne because
It's funny, huh?
to take revenge on
Same place that
or his
ground my
parents.
family to dust. Gave you the good life. Used to run in the same circles we did. Hobnobbing parties, round the world vacations, unlimited potential.
And I like how
My parents are gone too.
I think it
I know,
gives
Bruce.
more
I know. I'm sorry for it.
meaningful.
But I had my own feelings.
Just
to
the
attend to.
meaningful thing behind this is just
Good to know you haven't
giving
seen this,
Bruce Wayne and Oswald a chance to
You
really
still care about something
talk
more than justice.
and giving Oswald like he's basically just revealing his
Although
motivations behind
I
everything.
was surprised to see Carmine
Which makes sense. This is an
at your
introduction
party
episode.
last night.
I
Made
don't know.
himself
I'm just
right at
ranting.
home. That oily.
Falcone was an uninvited guest. That's it. Never want to see his face again.
On that, we can agree in earnest. Falcone made a stack of cash and corpses a mile high, ruining families like mine. All he needs is a little push. And it'd be a treat to watch him hit pavement. Sorry, mate. This reunion got a lot more grim than I planned. Things are gonna be on the upswing soon, no? A revolution is knocking on Gotham's door, and I'm here to let it in. Which brings me to you, Bruce. You see, you throw a rock in any direction, you break a window that Wayne Enterprises owns. As the rich and powerful go, oh, you top Gotham's list. But when my revolution starts, we're gonna smash windows and cross off names all the way down. Like I said, it's not gonna be pretty. It's gonna be beautiful.
Are you threatening me, Oz?
Take it as you like. I've got great affection for you, Bruce. I really do. Which is why I'm warning you. When this whole thing starts, Make sure you're on the right side. Good seeing you, Bruce, but I got some rocks to collect.
Oh, if you smeared blood on Bruce's white shirt, that would have looked great. But alas. Arkham Asylum. There's some purple highlights on the windows, and I like that.
Mr. Wayne, over here, right here.
This way.
Bruce!
Good morning, everyone. Morning, Mr. Dent.
Hey, Bruce, you mind if we swap cars? I mean, mine isn't fast and the paint's rusting off, but boy, does she have charm. We didn't bring you all out here to discuss cars, honestly. Now, we're here about Arkham Asylum. Ever since it opened its doors, Arkham has been a breeding ground for the criminally insane. Its methods for rehabilitation, crude. Its security, lacking. Worse still, those who do get out, or God forbid escape, are even more dangerous than before they went in. Arkham Asylum is a cancer on Gotham. But today, with a sizable contribution from this man here, we break ground on a state-of-the-art mental health care facility. One that will improve the well-being of Gotham and its citizens for years to come. Now, Mr. Wayne has a few words he'd like to say. Bruce?
For those with mental health issues, there are no cuts or scrapes. Their ailments are often invisible, but inside, they're suffering. You know, when I was 9 years old, my parents took me to see a movie about a hero in a mask. It was a hero who stood up to oppression and defended the people from injustice, no matter the cost. That night, my parents paid the ultimate cost defending me from a man who needed the kind of help this new facility will provide. Let us honor their memory with this new facility, in the hope that a night like that never happens again.
Today, on the anniversary of that fateful night, we dedicate this facility to Thomas and Martha Wayne and usher in a new era of healing for Gotham.
I'm sure you all have plenty of questions about the new hospital, so let's open it up. You first, Miss Vale.
Thank you. With the opening of this new hospital, what does this mean for Arkham Asylum? What happens to the old building?
I say we leave the asylum standing, as a reminder that we can do better. This time, we won't fail those who need us most. All right, who's up next? You there.
Mr. Wayne, Julia Remark of the Tribune. My sources say you welcomed alleged mob boss Carmine Falcone into your home. You even shook his hand.
I don't make friends with gangsters. He was an unwelcome guest. That's all. Next question, please.
Please keep your questions on topic, people.
Here's where the
about
plot
the hospital,
begins.
remember?
I'm gonna ignore it. Sorry, Alfred.
But Mr. Wayne, this morning the Globe received evidence of an offshore bank account managed by Carmine Falcone and your father, Thomas Wayne.
Here we go. Here's where the plot thickens.
Transactions connected
Literally.
to organized crime, going back years, and continuing to this day. The paper trail ties your family directly to the mob. Care to comment?
How dare you? I just finished telling you about my parents' murder and you accuse them of being, what, criminals? Have some decency.
Mr. Wayne! Mr. Wayne! Is all your money dirty?
Is the Wayne family legacy built on lies?
Did you know about this, Bruce?
How long has your family been dealing with Falcone?
Could the allegations be true?
What aren't you telling us?
Does the mob sign Wayne Enterprises paychecks?
My parents were entrepreneurs, philanthropists, not common criminals. That's absurd.
Mr. Wayne! Mr. Wayne!
How long has your family been dealing with Falcone?
Could the allegations be true?
Did you know about this, Bruce?
What aren't you telling us?
I'm sorry about this, Bruce. I don't know where the hell it's coming from. Damage control's my territory. We'll talk later.
Everyone, please settle down. I'll be fielding your questions from here on out. Please, let's try to keep this civilized.
Bruce, I've been trying to reach you. The police are inside the manor.
I think Telltale Batman is the first Batman story that really, like, twists Thomas and Martha's reputation.
Hey, careful! Put it back. I'm afraid we can't, Mr. Wayne.
Says who?
This warrant. It's not personal.
I understand. You're just doing your job, Lieutenant.
Trying to. It's hard to be a cop in this city. Every battle's uphill, in the rain, with skates on.
This happens too in
Alfred,
the Batman.
keep an eye
the
on
Matt
them.
Reeves
Make
one,
sure
which
they
I
only
really
take
like.
what they have to.
It also talks
course
about
not.
how, you know, maybe Thomas and maybe the Wayne family isn't so clean after all. And I think it's an interesting aspect for a Batman story to explore.
We only want
because
files related to Wayne Enterprises.
I can't talk
The
while I'm
warrant
playing.
covers your place, pardon
I need to
me,
focus on the
places of residence,
I'll do my rant later.
and any companies you own. Your holdings are extensive.
And what do you expect to find?
That's for our analysts back at the precinct to figure out. I can't comment. It's a valid warrant. I gotta serve it. Mayor Hill signed off on this himself. As long as he's mayor, he calls the shots.
Okay, so you just do whatever Mayor Hill says.
Hill and I, we have a vested interest to keep things professional. For Gotham's sake. Doesn't mean I like the words whistling through his windpipes. I don't know how your neck ended up on Mayor Hill's chopping block, but here we are.
Hill knows if I go down, Harvey's campaign goes down too.
That'd be a real shame. Mr. Dent's the only DA I ever trusted to make a conviction stick. As mayor, I think he can finally turn things around for us. For all our sakes, I pray you've got nothing to hide.
Okay, now I'm going to go into what I was trying to say. I think the Thomas and the Wayne family being dirty thing really works for a Batman story because it challenges Bruce Wayne's ideals and his mission. Because as we'll actually see it in the end of this episode, he's going to question his mission. Like the suit, the car, this cave, everything I built was for the good of Gotham. If my parents were dirty, if my parents hurt people, then what the hell do we do this for? That's what Bruce Wayne says at the end of this episode, which I think is very interesting to think about. All good Batman stories often focuses on the psychological conflicts. I mean, it's not about if Batman can beat an enemy. Sometimes it is. There's Bane, but a good Batman story often challenges his mission and his ideals. Like, is Batman really a good person? Like, is a man dressed up as a bat beating on criminals really good for Gotham? And I think this game series does that really well. This whole season is going to be is dealing with the fallout of the Wayne family secrets being released, you know? And all the villains here, like Two-Face technically is not, but Lady Arkham and Penguin both want Bruce Wayne dead because of Thomas's actions. And I think that's also an interesting aspect of a Batman story, is it deals with consequences more often than not. It's dealing with consequences of someone's actions, and Batman is in the middle of it. Yeah, so that was a long rant, but I'm going to continue the game now. TLDR is just, I think the Wayne family being dirty is a very interesting aspect for a Batman story to explore. Okay, continue. I don't think they're allowed to do that. I'm pretty sure Bruce Wayne can sue them.
Bruce, stay back!
Take whatever you want.
You don't have to do this.
Bruce. Bruce.
Well, you're dead.
Bruce? I didn't mean to interrupt, but...
This is the second time you've shown up uninvited.
Well, it's difficult to book a meeting with you.
Well, I enjoy my privacy.
Enjoyed. Past tense. Sorry, but if the press has their way, you're not gonna have any for a while. Listen, Bruce. A scandal surrounding a beloved family like yours captures the public's attention. I can help you get the right kind of attention. Through my connections at the Gazette, I have all kinds of access. I can dig up whatever you need to fight this.
What's your angle?
Not all reporters just want a headline. Some of us are old-fashioned. I still want the truth.
Do you now?
The Gazette received this
Vikki
supposed
Vale?
evidence like every other media outlet, and it's all hearsay. Flimsy sources. There isn't a shred of hard proof.
Still, allegations like this, they don't magically appear. Someone is going after my family, after me.
Obviously, the sender didn't identify themselves. We have no idea who it could be. I mean, no one's even done their due diligence on this yet. The press saw the fumble, they grabbed the ball and ran.
Hill wants me out of the picture because with my backing, Harvey wins in a landslide. All signs point to Hill.
You're a kingmaker, Mr. Wayne. And Harvey Dent is Gotham's knight in shining armor just waiting for the crown. You're the first target on Hill's list. By tonight, this scandal will be broadcast to every screen in Gotham. Everyone will be talking about it.
This isn't my first pass through the rumor mill. I know the damage it can do.
Then go on the record. Right here, right now, and stop it. You need to get out ahead of this.
On the record, then.
Whenever you're ready.
The Wayne family has always been a cornerstone of Gotham. We have never had and never will have connections to organized crime.
That's exactly what the people of Gotham need to hear.
That's smart. It doesn't disprove anything, but it also doesn't admit anything.
You're gonna beat this, Bruce. The Waynes always come out on top.
Goodbye, Miss Vale.
I don't trust this Vikki Vale. I wonder why I don't trust her.
I hate to admit it, but everyone smells smoke. A fire is heading this way.
Batman has made plenty of enemies, but my family... We've done nothing but support Gotham, even in its darkest days.
All this on the anniversary of your parents?
It's not a coincidence. Harvey's the district attorney. He should have told me this was coming.
Then find out why he didn't.
A warrant? What the hell's going on? Wait, does this have to do with what the reporters were talking about this morning?
Yeah, someone's coming after me.
Let's avoid making another scene, shall we? The press is already up my ass as it is.
Mayor Hill authorized this?
Yeah, then the cops raid my house, taking everything related to Wayne Enterprises. Computers, hard drives, files.
Oh, son of a bitch.
You're the goddamn DA, Harvey.
I didn't know about this, I swear. Hill totally blindsided me on this one.
Okay, I believe you, Harvey. Mayor Hill's trying to screw us both over with this move.
And then he's made 2 enemies. I just don't get it. Why would Hill stick his neck out over this? Just to tangle you up in some frivolous investigation? It just doesn't make sense. I mean, what could he possibly hope to accomplish other than a few cheap headlines?
That is exactly what I intend to find out.
Easy, Bruce. Oh, God, what a mess. Bruce, I wish I could just make this go away, but I'm not sure if I can. If I get in the way of this investigation, Hill would be able to spin it as a conflict of interest. And that wouldn't be good for either of us.
You should probably distance yourself from me.
What? No, I can't do that.
Well, you may have to.
Don't say that. You...
There you are.
Hey, you?
Sorry. I got a habit of being late.
No, just glad you made it.
You didn't tell me you were bringing a friend to dinner.
This is Selina.
I hope I'm not interrupting anything.
I'm Bruce Wayne.
So you are.
Pleasure to meet you, Miss...
Kyle. It's a strong grip you've got there. Don't worry. I'm not gonna fall.
Oh, right. Sorry.
Selina's new to town. I've been showing her around Gotham, introducing her to people.
You're an excellent tour guide, Harv.
Well, if I lose the election, I guess I can drive one of those double-decker tour buses around town.
So, Miss Kyle, what brings you to Gotham?
Business.
Well, let's just hope she stays after what happened last night.
I was mugged.
Were you?
I'm just angry I let that masked freak get away with all my stuff.
I still can't believe I let you walk home alone.
Well, I sure hope whatever he took wasn't too valuable.
Actually, it was.
It's probably long gone by now, whatever that idiot took.
I hope not. These were important materials.
Ooh, sensitive?
Very. I don't know how I'm gonna explain this to my client. When things like this happen in my line of work, people tend to overreact.
We should just be thankful you got away with a black eye. It could have been worse.
Maybe it's time to find a new job.
I don't need career advice from you, Mr. Wayne. Not all of us were born with trust funds and multi-billion-dollar corporations.
Hey, go easy on Bruce. It's not his fault he was born rich and good-looking.
At least I'm not the only one who's taken a beating. That press conference? Oof.
We've got it under control.
No, we've not.
I'll handle it. Someone at my office has to know what's going on. Excuse me a moment. Hey, it's Harvey.
Alright. The bat and the cat. Let's go. That upside-down train is so sick.
Nice to meet the real you.
Likewise.
This explains a lot, actually. How you can afford the fancy armor, the toys. Wouldn't Harvey be surprised? Not to mention, everyone in this cafe.
Sorry about the black eye.
It's not the first time a man's hit me.
Sorry to hear that.
Oops, wow.
Don't
That's
worry.
bad.
I'm not gonna expose you. Yet. I'm curious about something, though. I do what I do for money, but you're... Bruce Wayne. What's your excuse? I have to. But you... Why take the risk?
I think you know enough already. The rest is my secret.
And here I was thinking we were starting to get somewhere. How disappointing. You have something that belongs to me. I want it back. This is awkward for me.
As I recall, you took something from me, too. Hope you're getting some use out of that grappling gun.
I'm more interested in how I can use you. These people I'm working for, they don't screw around. If I fail to deliver that drive, it's gonna cost a lot more than money.
Well, looks like you've made your bed.
No, we've made this bed, and I'm not gonna lie in it alone. You owe me. If they don't get what they want, there will be consequences.
All right, you want my help? You got it. What can I do?
You can give me back the drive.
Not possible.
Listen, I don't have a lot of time. My employer is expecting me to drop it off.
Where?
Just give it back.
The address, now.
No, give me the drive.
You're just going to have to trust me.
I don't do trust. I guess I'm screwed either way. My contact, he'll be expecting a cat, not a bat.
When are you supposed to meet him?
15 minutes ago. Better hurry.
Everything okay here?
You tell me.
I have my people working on it. We're gonna straighten everything out.
I feel better already.
No, I don't.
Sorry, but I've got to run.
So soon? Aren't you gonna stay for a drink?
Yeah, Bruce. Stay for a drink?
I'd love to, but I've got another appointment and I really don't want to be late for it.
Oh, all right then. Don't forget to change into your suit.
That's a strange thing to say. Alright, this is one of my favorite scenes in this episode. Let's
Alfred,
go.
I'm at the warehouse. No sign of cat.
And this is where you'll see why I like Shadows Edition so much.
The sound of an ambush. Stay on guard.
And also, if there's still kids here, please, now's the chance to turn back and run away. This story is not for you.
This wasn't a handoff. It was a massacre.
How many?
I'd have to count the pieces.
Oh, good lord. Who could have done such a thing?
That's what I'm gonna find out.
Gordon, East Side Docks, Warehouse 133.
Okay, so this is one of my favorite things about Telltale Batman Season 1. The detective missions. This is awesome.
Analyzing. It's a volatile chemical. Potential psychoactive nerve agent. Vile stuff.
Be very, very careful with that. Who knows what effects it may have.
Have the computer catalog the compound for further analysis.
As you wish.
Nothing left to bury.
Okay, now we make things. We look at these. I just couldn't find the word for it. And then we link them together to form a theory.
Whatever exploded did so with enough force to obliterate the person standing next to it.
And this is what I love about this Batman.
Inert.
He's actually a detective. And he's doing detective
Well, it
things.
appears to have made a pretty big boom.
I'll see what I can piece back together.
And this is also why I said red fits Shadows Edition Batman a lot. I'm going to go from left to right.
I've seen these outfits before. Same mercs that broke into City Hall. Looks like a bullet started this.
A normal bullet couldn't have caused that explosion.
Doesn't appear normal. The point of entry's melted. canisters were stored here. Canisters of what?
I guess we'll find out.
It's a cop. The force grows thinner every day.
That's a cruel joke. But really, like seriously, I always think about this. Like, how are there still cops in Gotham? Like, literally every Tuesday, a cop dies, or more than one cop dies, and like, I'm starting to think this alone will start to wear down the population of Gotham City. Oh, whatever.
Something was here when the explosion occurred.
Okay, I gotta take a tangent here and talk about this bat suit. It looks really good in Shadows Edition. It doesn't look too great in the classic mode because it's in the classic mode you can clearly see that it's one color. Like the cowl, the armor, and then the undies, they're all just a variation of gray. But in Shadows Edition, it looks way better because everything is black and white, and so it doesn't stand out too much as this whole suit being one color. And also the symbol's fine, and I don't think it's too armored. I think the armor is it has just enough armor to look good and also not look too busy. I don't like when Batman suits are have too much armor, and I absolutely hate the ones that are just basically just tactical. Like the Dark Knight suit is literally just a tactical gear, and I don't like that because I think Batman should always be his suit should always be simple. It should be just terrifying, you know. And when you see a guy with what clearly seems to be a bulletproof vest, it doesn't come across as scary. And yeah, so I think this suit is definitely, it's a great suit, and I hate the enemy within suit, and I also hate the Mark II suit. So I think this suit is my second favorite. My favorite is definitely the prototype suit for the end of the game, which I think I'm going to get. In any case, this suit is fine. It looks great in this mode. In the classic mode, it looks a little worse because everything's the same color, but in this mode, it looks fine. Right. It just goes to show that aesthetics really affect how people perceive your game. Because in Shadows Edition, this suit works. Like everything being the same color here, from the cowl to the lower leg, it works because everything's black and white. But in classic mode, it doesn't quite work because you really notice that everything's the same color, which is definitely not my preferred Batman colors. I like Batman to be blue and gray, or black and gray. Like it needs to be defined. Like the chest area and the head needs to have definition. You know, or whatever. It looks fine here because of the art style, right? The white rose.
White rose. Falcone's calling card.
Yep.
He's been busy as of late.
Send the drones hunting. I want to know his every move.
Good thinking, sir. That bad?
Very bad.
Skyline Club. Face slashed, throat torn open.
So, not natural causes then?
Definitely not.
This man's been badly burned. The damage seems to originate from inside his skull. What did this?
Oh god. Oh god, that's disgusting. I love it, but that's disgusting.
Sensors say it's an incendiary round. Phosphorus residue. This could have superheated the contents of the canister.
Your fingers
causing the aforementioned boom.
Blood. Broken nails. Bits of human flesh.
Alright. Let's start making the theories. I'm going to go with the obvious first and link the bloody hands to the face.
A cop shredded this merc to pieces. Barehanded.
God. What would cause someone to do that?
The nerve agent could make them psychotic.
I'm gonna do the burned head. And that's definitely the same bullets that hit the shrapnel here.
Find a connection.
The bullet that killed the cop is the same type that blew up the canister.
Well, I'm sure they didn't find that at a local gun store.
It appears military.
Honestly, I kind of like the yellow eyes on Batman. I think that looks really cool. I think that looks cooler than the purple eyes that I originally had. I know that red is going to fit Shadows Edition Batman more, but I don't like how red looks. And blue is the typical color, so yellow is definitely my preferred color in this case. And I think it looks great.
Someone drove off after the explosion.
Have you put it together?
Yes. Falcone leaving his rose here. This is a message. Dead cops, stolen chemicals. He's making a big move. One of his snipers hit a canister with an incendiary bullet, causing it to superheat and explode. This may have been a distraction or a way of destroying evidence. Cops moved in to stop the theft. Falcone's men gunned him down. Then things turned grim. Possibly due to the psychoactive nerve agent. A cop ripped up a merc's face with his bare hands. It was put down. Same sniper, same type of bullet. Looks like Falcone's men got what they wanted and escaped.
Have you located the shooter?
No, but based on two impact trajectories, the canister and the dead cop, the shooter could only have a clear shot from there, or there, and would have contaminated himself with the phosphorus residue. Program the skimmers to pick up that signature.
Right away, sir.
Alright, no, Loca's sniper nest. I think it's this one.
Phosphorus spike. Clear vantage point. We have a winner. Killing time. This is the right spot. So where did he go? Trace stops here.
Then he should be nearby.
Found him.
Why is he just at the crime scene?
Work.
Why? I don't understand. You killed someone. There's a fucking war here. Why are you just sleeping there?
My turn. Don't make me add your corpse to this graveyard. Falcone, why did he do this?
I ain't telling you nothing! You You can't make me talk! I ain't telling you jack! You trying to scare a confession out of me? I won't break.
Your bones will.
That's a great line.
It's true what they said about you. You're a friggin' animal.
Time to live up to my reputation. You know you can bleed to death without ever spilling a drop. All on the inside. Tell me the plan, or I start swinging.
That is bone chilling. Oh my god. I can smash it. Oh my god. Okay.
You're gonna hit me! Hit me! I ain't scared of you, man.
Tell me.
That Catwoman was supposed to hand over a drive, had the container number we needed, but she flaked. So we had to find it ourselves. Container by container. Someone must have heard us, called the cops. We were told no witnesses.
Why risk open war with the GCPD?
Some kind of chemicals. Falcone wanted them.
What are the chemicals for?
We were paid to steal them, not ask questions.
I start here and keep breaking until you answer.
The chemicals! There's some kind of explosive! A weapon! I don't know! Falcone said he'd use them soon!
Used where?
That's all I know! I swear! I swear! I told you everything I know! You're an animal!
Do I break his arm? Do I break his arm? Do I break his arm? I don't know. I'm considering this from a philosophical standpoint now. I think breaking his arm makes sense because he wields a gun. He's a sniper. He kills people with his hand, with his arm, I guess. And I think breaking it makes sense, but it's definitely not pretty to just break someone's arm, even after he told me everything. You know what? I'm gonna stick to my morals and not break his arm.
Oh, God.
Jesus Christ. These are cops. Get an ambulance in here.
I think I need to call the coroner instead. Now put up your hands! Don't move!
Batman, what did you do to him?
Don't move!
I'm sorry, Gordon. I did what I had to.
Well, I wish you had waited for us. Could have avoided this.
Avoided what?
You have
I
the
didn't
right to
hit
remain
I didn't
silent.
break his arm.
Gordon.
I said silent! If you say another word, I will shoot you. I don't care if half the city thinks you're a hero. Right now, you're a suspect.
Shoot me. See what happens.
I will. I swear to God I will.
You're making a mistake, Detective. You want to hear what I have to say. Falcone stole a shipment of chemicals. Appears to be a weaponized nerve agent. Causes people to go berserk, turn violent. We need to act before he releases it.
I got a task force on it.
You already have one.
You're taking this too far, Bruce.
I only broke his ribs. What do you mean? I hit him with a pipe. That's all I did.
You assume the persona of a bat, but you're not an animal. You beat that man half to death.
I hit him once. Or twice, technically. I slammed him into the wall.
Your parents didn't raise you this way. And neither did I.
Look, I did
what you had to. But at what cost? We both know how this argument goes. Especially now, during this preposterous attack on your family. You must show the world the true nature of a Wayne.
Giving everything to the city and then being murdered for it?
My thoughts exactly. Every time you leave this cave. You're a good man, Bruce. Good. Just like your parents. Don't lose that. I don't mean to be a doddering old fool on the subject, but as a friend, the burden of advice falls on me.
Trust me, I won't lose my way.
It's quite understandable to stray from the path now and again, so long as you can find your way back. You bury the person, Bruce, but you never bury the memory.
Sometimes I wish I could. That night, that alleyway, it made me who I am. I can't get it out of my head.
That is your gift and your curse. Being Batman can allow you to turn back the tide of treachery that's reached this city's shores, or drown you in its sorrow. When you doubt your fate, remember why you started all this. Remember that boy in the alley.
I won't forget.
Neither will I. Well, back into the fray again.
Well, looks like that egg finally cracked. And inside, Mayor Hill was hiding more than I could have imagined. This is a complete manifest of Carmine Falcone's criminal organization.
What in the world was Hill doing with all this? Illegal arms dealing, drug running, mob hits, money laundering?
Do you see Dad's name on any of these documents?
I'll run a search, but so far I don't.
This is it, Alfred. With this proof, we can finally knock out Falcone's organization.
Where would we possibly begin to dismantle it?
This is a police matter.
There's only one cop we can trust to handle this evidence correctly.
Lieutenant Gordon. He could mobilize the entire police force against Falcone.
What about that reporter from the Gazette?
Vikki.
Yes, Miss Vale. She could release this evidence through proper channels. I suppose it comes down to who you want to help most. Or who you think could do the most good.
Okay, this is a stupid choice. I think it makes sense in hindsight, but why the hell would I give so much evidence to a reporter instead of the police? Why would I even consider giving it to a reporter? What is she gonna do with it? I don't understand why this is a choice, especially after playing the game and knowing who Vikki is. But even if I didn't know, why would I give evidence to a reporter instead of the police? You know, I don't trust the police. Like, it's not. I'm not saying that I think the police are always right, but like, why?
Decision, sir.
Why
we'll
would
attack
I
Falcone on two
give it
fronts
to
tonight.
A reporter
Gordon through
instead
the
of
police, and Batman.
By any means necessary. Whatever Falcone is planning, it ends tonight.
He's a spider, Bruce. Eyes everywhere. A dense web of goons poised to trap you. No one has ever managed to bring him down.
I haven't tried yet.
This is a silver bullet, and it's gonna put Falcone down once and for all. I don't even want to know where you got this.
No, you don't.
Still, I gotta know one thing. Why give this to me? Don't get me wrong. I appreciate the hell out of this.
I heard you were the last honest man on the force.
No need to blow smoke. I got enough cancer coming my way as it is.
Thank you. Honestly. Knowing this evidence can lock up Falcone. I'll sleep like a goddamn baby. For once.
No,
as
you're
much
not,
as I appreciate you calling me here, I gotta make one thing crystal. I can't be bought. So you should know this isn't gonna change a thing about the investigation of your family. The Waynes always supported the Gotham police. So I like to believe there's no cloaks or daggers hidden in your closet.
The investigation isn't the problem. It's the Wayne family name. Help me clear it.
If your family's clean, I'll sing it from the rooftops. If they aren't, I'll still sing. You gotta understand, I'm bound to this badge. I gotta go. Came straight from a crime scene. Haven't been home yet. Sometimes I think this whole city's a crime scene. We're just walking through it.
It is.
What you're holding will make walking it much safer.
Thanks, Bruce.
Well, Lieutenant?
Hey, stick to Jim.
It's done.
Good. So is our hunt. The drones located Falcone downtown, a place called the Skyline Club. Although you're not dressed for that kind of party.
Well, I can always change in the car.
And this is one of the things that I think is a little too overboard. The Batmobile also being Bruce Wayne's sports car. Like I understand the symbolism behind this. It's the Bruce Wayne Batman dynamic, and it's even represented in the car he drives. But I think it's a little too much, and it's too on the nose. It's cool, but it's too much.
Cameras and scanning tech are fully functional.
All right. Let's find Falcone.
All right, so let's go from left to right.
Good point of entry.
Tell me another.
What's the difference between the Mafia and City Council?
I don't know. Aren't they the same thing?
Only one of them is organized.
Ooh, you're cute.
So, are you alone?
Not anymore, I'm not. Where's Nikki? In lockup. Again? Christ, Kimmy. What did they pinch him for now? Some hit down at the docks. Nikki? No. I didn't think he was a hatchet man. You and me both. Well, does he got an alibi? Honey, I'm always his alibi.
Is that the guy we just hit with the pipe? I think it is.
You make your round? Yeah, no broken bones. Still healing from the last time, I bet. All it took was a couple of C notes this time. Nice and easy. Nice and easy my ass. I know you burned powder tonight. The whole city can smell it.
God damn it.
The white rose. Falcone's symbol.
A red rose after tonight.
Okay, Batman, chill.
Nothing here.
That's the most heavily guarded door in the building.
Gotta be Falcone's hideout.
Well, it won't be as easy as ringing the doorbell.
4 armed guards.
Okay. I think this is a little pushing it.
Stealth,
being able to
not an
see
option.
weapons under clothes, I think this is definitely
I'll put together a
pushing
plan
it
of
for
attack.
Batman.
Stand by.
Even for such a technologically advanced Batman, that's pushing it. Right, mobster.
Couple of options for taking this guy down.
Which one hurts more? Oh? this guy. Pillar or the staircase? Which one hurts less or hurts more? You know what? I'm gonna throw him on the staircase. There's one more guy here. I forgot. This guy's a weapon. Slam her on the table.
This one might be tricky. Any ideas?
I've got it covered, Al.
I think Batman will definitely just come from the balcony. I'm not trying to be Batfleck.
Bruce, have you formulated your plan of attack?
I'm going in.
Very good, sir. Your turn to crash his party.
Oh, it didn't go as planned. That's awesome. I really like that detail. Batman planned for the light to hit him on the head, but it did. So Batman improvised and kicked him to the window. That's cool. Ha! Ha! Uh-oh, that's a gun.
Show yourself! You got no goddamn right to be here! The hell? How about this one?
Dodge that.
You can't sneak up on me.
Ah!
Yeah. You think that's gonna work? I'm gonna light up this whole goddamn place.
Ha!
Get your goddamn hands off of my suit!
Where did I go?
You
Ow.
know who my lawyers are! I'm a
I'm gonna go to the fire. Why is this so slow? Let me throw him in the fire.
Stay down, Falcone. We can end this now.
You got a lot to learn, kid.
Okay, dodge that, dodge that, dodge that. Finishing blow.
Explosives armed. Fire when ready.
Okay, that's a little pushing of Batman. I don't think he'll have bombs in his drone. But it's fine. I think he only uses it for this scene in the entire game, so I guess it's a situational thing. Stab his hand.
Answers, now! Or you fall.
You wouldn't.
I would.
Alright.
The chemicals. Where are they?
What?
I found your calling card at the docks. The White Rose.
You think I wanted to lead you here? Yeah, something reeks about this whole thing. And it ain't a dead bat.
Nah. Come on. Don't be a sore loser.
Still want to play games?
We're all being played here, including you. Those chemicals you're so riled up about, they're mine, alright? But someone is trying to cut me out of the deal, because I did not make that mess at the docks.
Then who did?
No, we're done. Gotham's watching now. Go ahead. Give him a show. I'll be walking free by tomorrow morning. Gotham.
I'm gonna arrest him. There's no reason to brutalize him like that. I already put his hand in the fire and then stabbed his hand. I think that's enough. Go!
Spill it, Falcone, while you still can.
It's the Waynes. They're behind all this.
What do you mean?
You want to save this city? Well, the Waynes are the biggest gangsters in Gotham.
Uh-oh.
Thanks for the assist. Now we only have to take one of you down. Open fire!
These pigs.
Fire and smoke could reportedly be seen from street level. Tonight, the Skyline Club, a high-rise mafia hangout in downtown Gotham, was the arena for a clash between the notorious Batman and alleged mob boss Carmine Falcone, who was found dangling over a 50-story drop. Bet Falcone loved that view. Though I'd say the crime boss getting his is well overdue, Falcone has slipped through the law's grasp for years, but after this dramatic arrest and evidence released by the GCPD's Lieutenant Gordon, Falcone's going away for a long, long time. And speaking of newly uncovered criminal dealings, this brings me to the story everyone is talking about: the Wayne family. For generations, the big W on the Wayne Enterprises tower was a reassuring sight. You knew that there was something pure at the heart of Gotham, that this city, for all its faults, was built by good people. But with Thomas and Martha's shining reputation called into question, we no longer have such assurances. And even worse, it seems the apple hasn't fallen far from the tree. Gotham's greatest son, Bruce Wayne, seen here shaking hands with Carmine Falcone, may be just as crooked as his parents. In his defense, Wayne fired back saying,
"The Wayne family has always been a cornerstone of Gotham. We've never had and never will have connections to organized crime."
In a world where the Waynes, our golden family, are corrupt, who are we left with? Who can Gothamites look up to? The supposed hero Batman? Only time will tell. Meanwhile, we'll keep digging for the truth. But the prominent feeling throughout Gotham is that the Waynes' time in the sun is ending.
The suit, the car, this entire cave.
Master Bruce?
Everything I built. I created all of this because I didn't want any more innocent people to die.
If Falcone's telling the truth about my parents...
Then what the hell did we do this for?
Bruce,
What have you been hiding from me? Alfred!
That is such a good opening episode. Who wouldn't want to continue playing after that? And trust me, I do want to just sit down and play the entire game, but I can't. I have an essay due tomorrow, so I'm only filming this video because I wanted to escape from that. But yeah, that was Telltale Batman. Did you stick up for Harvey? Of course I did. I provided a quote. Of course I did. I did not break his arm, but I did break his ribs, apparently. I gave it to Gordon, of course. Why would I give it to Vikki? I showed restraint. I think there's no reason to brutalize him in front of everyone. I think that's something to be considered. You're doing it in front of everyone, so you don't. I don't think making Batman a monster really helps his reputation, since he's still new, as new as a second-year Batman can be. Anyways, that's all. I think there's a trailer for the next episode, or is there? No, there isn't. Probably because I already played it. I'm not going to continue it today, but it's a very well done opening episode. It establishes Batman, establishes the world he's in, and it sets up most of the villains. It sets up Penguin, Two-Face, Catwoman, and even though she's not a villain. And also, it kind of gives hints about Lady Arkham, I guess? Oh, actually, it doesn't. Only episode 2 does that. But for now, it's a cool episode, and it draws the audience in with the twist at the end. By saying, you know, the Wayne family is dirty. And that is an interesting aspect for a Batman story to explore. So, in any case, that's the end of this episode. I'm going to play these 2 games, and I'm going to film myself playing all of them. And then I'm going to make like a video essay about them. I don't know what the title is going to be, but I do want to do something. I want to do something educational and academic about this series, because it definitely has potential to be it's a very interesting story on how it tackles Batman as a character. So, yeah. With that said, that's the end of this episode. If you liked this episode and want to see more and want to know when I'm releasing the next one, then do give a like and subscribe. But other than that, that's it for this episode. And check out my other content for toy reviews and stuff. I do toy reviews mostly, and I want to move forward with doing more academic stuff, like making video essays and analyzing things. And yeah, so that's it for this video. I hope you stick with me for the next few videos on Telltale Batman. And with that, that's it.